Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So sometime last week I did a fun project where I analyzed the WhatsApp group chat I belong to. I pull out the chat data and analyze it. I posted it on my LinkedIn, sorry, on my Medium. I'll drop the link to the Medium article here, where I explain how I went about analyzing the data on the WhatsApp, and it went viral. I didn't expect it to go viral, but it did. And since then, a lot of people have been asking how I was able to do this. Some follow the link Medium post instruction, and they were able to do it. While some majority of people weren't able to pull it out. So I'm making this video to show us how you to analyze a WhatsApp chat data to find out the peak time, the person that have the highest comments, and all of that. So let's get it done. So the first thing we'll be doing on this video is to get the WhatsApp data. How do you get the WhatsApp data? I don't know how I can show you my camera, but if you can see, you have to, this particular procedure, you have to do it with your phone, because I tried with WhatsApp Web, and WhatsApp Web don't have that function. So you have to do it with your phone. So this is the group I want to pull out the data from. If you can see my screen, this is the group. So if you are with your screen and you go to this corner, this with the three button, where you have the three button on your WhatsApp, after you've opened the group, when you click on it, this will pop out. When it does, you click on more. So I'll click on more. When you click on more, you see there are options there. If you can see my screen, there are options there, but the option I want to pull is the option that said export chart. After clear chart, so you see edit group, clear chart, export chart. Good. You click on export chart. When you click on export chart, it will take some time and it will export all the chart. When it asks without media or include media, please click on without media. You do not want the media to be included. When it does that, when it takes some time and the chart will be exported, and then you will send it to your email. When you send it to your email, you now download it, or you can share it with any other method you want, so you can get your computer. When you do that, you now download it. So I've already done that before I started this video. You can, if you go to my download, you will see the charts, WhatsApp chart with 360 tribes. So this is the group I belong to, 360 tribes. So this is the charts. It exported all the charts. So I'm going to double click. So it will export it in a TXT file, in TXT format. So I'm going to double click on it and open. So this is what my chart looks like. It is chaos here. It is chaos here. This is what my chart looks like. So all right, so this is 11th of June 2022, and down to from 11th of June 2022 down to today being 2nd of September 2023. That is over a year and plus data, chart data on this time. So we are going to analyze this chart, but this lose chaos. It cannot work with this. So the first thing I'm going to do is to put the data in such a way that I'll be able to clean it. Like I can't even begin to clean this data now. I have to structure the data in such a way that it will be possible for me to clean the data. So now let's get to work. So after, if I want to put this thing in tabular form so that I can have my date, the date the chart came in, I can have my time, and I can have this number is the user who sent this message, and this is the message the person sent. So I want to have this in a tabular form, and these guys are not, I'm not close to being a tabular form. They are not. So all right, this what now do is click on edit. If I do that, I will copy this comma here. I'll click on edit, find replace. I want to replace the comma with a semicolon. Okay, I want to replace the comma with a semicolon. So the comma has been replaced to with semicolon. So I also do the same thing with this. So these are the things that separated the date, the time, and the username and the message. So copy this, edit, replace. I will replace this with semicolon too. So replace all. Next thing, I also do the colon. I'll replace the colon too. I'll replace the colon too with semicolon. So that is it. So I've replaced this comma with semicolon, this with semicolon, this with semicolon. Okay, then Control S. I'll save it. I want to save it. So that is the first thing to do. When I save it, I'll close it. Then open my Excel. So my Excel sheet is up. I'll come here, data test from test.csv. I'll come to my download and I want to import the WhatsApp data that for cleaning. Okay, so it take a little time to come up. Please, when it comes up this way, do not click on transform data. Click on load. Load, and the data will come up this way. Yeah, it's come up this way. So it's still scattered. It's still scattered. So click on anywhere on the cell and highlight. Control A. When you highlight, click on data, and here text to columns. I want to convert this text to columns. Text to columns. I don't want to convert. Well, I want to convert about 10. Okay, so see what happens. So just come this way, highlight, and text to columns. Yeah. So click on delimited and next. Unclick the tab icon, click on semicolon. If not, when you click on semicolon, it will change these guys to colons. And next, then select date, not general, not text, date, and select the date format you want. Month, day, year. I want my format to be day, month, year. All right, finish. To take some time. Wow, great. So when you finish, you find out that our data have a little bit of structure. We have the date column separate. We have the time column separate. Though the time, the hour, and the minutes column are in two different columns, but work on it. We have the user column separate, and we have the message column separate. And we have some other columns that we do not need, like these guys. There. So I will highlight each of them and delete them. Or highlight each of these columns and delete them. So I want you to take your time, highlight these columns and delete, but don't delete our columns that have data in them. So delete. I want to delete these columns. So take your time and delete all these columns, all of them, down to here. Stop at column G. So don't want to delete our columns that have data in them. So we do that and we'll come back to the video. You can pause the video and if you can see, I've deleted the irrelevant columns that I don't need. So I've deleted all of them, and I guess you've done so too. So I just want to be left with this column, this, and this. And this is my date column. So I want to rename this to date. Even though that if you look at this, there are some data that I don't need that are not date, like you and I have this message, but it's under date. So, and then my time column and two, I have my hours and minutes column separate. So I want to name this time 1. I want to name this time 2. I want to name this user. So this is the user, and I want to name this message. So these are the important data I need for me to analyze my WhatsApp data. So, but they're still not clean. So I need to get this to Power Query so I can clean them. So I want to save this. So I will save as. Let me still go to my download and save it. So I will still save this as download 36 tribe WhatsApp data. So okay, I'm saving this as my download, and when I'm done, I want to load my Power Query. I want to load my Power Query so I can clean this data. So get data from file, stable book. So I want to get the data file. Download. Let's see tribe WhatsApp. Okay. Import. Alright, so this is the data I'm looking for. Let me preview. Yeah, is this is the data I'm looking for. So transform data. So I'm bringing the data to Power Query. So I will be able to clean it. Yeah, that's great. So this is the data in Power Query. Right. So now, like I said before, there are a lot of things that need to be done here. The whole lot of things to be done here. But I want to match these two times together so I can have just one type. I want to match. So what I will do is to highlight the two column and go to add column, merge columns. So I want to merge both this time 1 and time 2 to give me just one time. Alright, so the separator I want the separator to be column, and I want the new column to be time, just time, not time 1, time 2. Alright, good. So this should have matched. If I scroll like this, I will see my time. I think I matched 3 columns together, so I made a mistake. Oh, I highlighted 3. That was a mistake, so I need to undo it. I just want to highlight this and this and match them into one. So colon time. Okay. So alright, yeah. So you see, I've merged my two times. So now that I've gotten my time as time, I want to delete both time 1 and time 2. I want to remove the columns. Yeah. So I want to bring this time to here. So I can have my time after date. Okay, I want to have my time after date. So I want to change this data type to just time. Great. And change the time. I want to change it to date. Now once I change it to date, you see error, error, error. So I want to remove this error. So I click and remove errors. So okay, the errors have gone. The errors have gone. So my data is making sense now. So I have my time, I have my user, I have my date, I have my date too. So let me click on this. I don't want this now. I want to uncheck now so that, okay, yeah. So did not have the object. You can see that my data has been cleaned. My data is clean, man. So the message, I don't thought the message is let's leave that be. I have the user, have the time is correct. Every other thing is correct. And these are from America. So every other thing. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I want to check again to make sure I'm not missing anything. I won't touch the message format. I won't touch it. All right, so I am good to go. I've cleaned my data, and when I'm done, click on File, Close and Load. All right, my data is coming up. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So this is good. This is good. So let me rename this to clean data. What's that? Cleaned. What's that? So 36. Clean data. Okay. So this is my clean data, and this is what I'll be working with. All right. This is what I'll be working with. This is pretty cool. So I want to save it. Ctrl S. Okay. I want to save it and open my Power BI. My Power BI is open. My Power BI is open. Okay. So I want to import my clean data. So I'll click on import data from Excel. I want to import my clean data. Download. Yeah. I want to import my clean data. I have to wait for the connection. All right. Yeah. So click on WhatsApp. This is clean data. So I'm looking on this data that is cleaned. That will be cleaned. So okay, great. Transform data. So I want to check if there is something I missed with the Excel Power Query. Power BI to also have a Power Query that I can use to clean data. So I want to also check if there's something I missed before I load the data. Okay, so now you see that if you notice that this is our date, I found that in our Power BI, our time too has something that looks like date and attached to our time. That was not how it was with Excel. So I want to change this to time alone so that the replace columns here. So the date can disappear. So this is for time alone, not time and date. So I also want to change this to date so just to be sure. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do here. So you want to transform data, don't load it directly, just transform to see if there is something that came up that is not correct. So when I'm done, I'll click on close and apply. So my data will load. Okay, data has been loaded into Power BI. So if you look at this table here, you see my data. This is it. Date, time, user, message. So this is date, time, user, message. Okay, I'll go back to my dashboard. So this the main work is cleaning the data. This is just believe as a data analyst, you should know how to use your Power BI. But I'm pretty going to show us, just make it look nice and all. So I want to insert a text box. Yeah, the name of the group. Type WhatsApp analysis. Okay, so if the group have an icon, you can insert it. So I want to center this. Now I want to take it this side. So my group has an icon. I want to insert my group icon. So I click on insert, add image. Okay, this is the icon of my group. There's no picture, it's just normal WhatsApp icon. So I want to put this icon here. So you can change the color of this. You can change the color to suit what you're doing. So you can change this to blue, whatever color you want. Blue, a bit. So yeah. So I want to conduct this box. So I'm analyzing the group chart on this group from the 6th of June to the 3rd of September 2020, 6th of June 2022. That is the period I want to get. Okay, so let's get to the main work. So I want to get the total number of members in the group. So I have my date, my message, my time, my user, and so I want. So in this user, you find out that one user might send a message several times, right? So this contains if the user sends message 1 million times, it should be here. But I want to count one user as one person, so we call it distinct count. So I'll go back to my home. I want to put a new measure. New measure is a distinct count. So I want to distinct count the user. So the new measure is total user. Total users. So then this thing count. I want this thing count the user. Here, hit enter. Okay, you notice that this new measure will come ahead total user. So okay, so select a card, and this card. I want this card to give me the total number of users on the group chat. And you see, 156 total users and it's group chat. Okay, and last thing I want to get is the total messages that were sent in this group within this period. So I have to create a new measure for it. I'm not sure because the message has distinct. There are different messages. So let me check. I'm not sure I need a new measure for this. So I can get a new card. Right. Let me check. Get a new card. And this new card, I want to get the total message. Let me see what I'm going to have. Okay, so usual. Okay, the image I want is total messages. Total messages. So total messages should be this still count. I want to be still count. But it's getting low. I want to be still count. Okay, I want to be still count the messages this time. Enter, hit enter. So I'll see total messages here. So let me get my card again and see if it will work this time around. So I have my card here. Let's sit on sum of total messages. Okay, yeah, it works. So I have to discount this one. So the total messages that was sent in this group from 6th July 2020 to this is 30,000 messages. Okay, so next thing I want to get the user, the total number of users and the messages they sent, messages each user sent. And I'm going to use, should I use a line graph? Yeah, let me use a line graph for this. Let me use a line graph for this. And for this, I want to have the users against the total messages each of them sent. Oh, that's a lot of message. I'm not sure. Let me use bar chart for this. Yeah, great. It's in bar chart. So this is I'm looking for the person that sent the highest message, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now look at this. Look at this 10. The 10th person here sent 503 messages. So I'll filter it. So go here to total messages. I'll filter it and say I only want those who their message is greater than or equal to 500. 500. Apply. So it will screen out those who their message are not great, are not equal to 500. So anybody here, his or her message is equal to 500. So gets that this user sends, this user and this user almost have a tie. This user sends 4,478 messages, while this user sends 4,407 messages. That's some numbers, man. So the next thing I want to do is to find out the moons that have the highest message. So I'll okay, let me do the year that has the highest message first. So I'll click on date, select date. Oh, no. So before doing that, I want to put it in a pie chart. So I'll select the pie chart here. I have to check this first. Okay. No. This was in the pie chart before. So it's not pie chart. Okay. So I want to put this in a line graph. So I want to put it in a line graph. So I'm looking at the date with the highest message. Now this thing will come into year, quarter, moon. So I'm looking at the moon. So I'm going to uncheck day, uncheck year, uncheck quarter. Great, yeah. So I can have the moon with the highest messages. Alright, so this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So all the months are here. Alright, that's awesome. The months are here. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is to find out the year that, because this is a combination of 2 years, 2022 and 2023. So I want to find out the year that has the highest messages. So the date with total number of message, and I want to put this in a donut. Great. So, and this I'll uncheck quarter, I'll uncheck month, I'll uncheck day. Great. So I'm going to have, so you can see this circle is for 2022. You can see it's for 2022. Why this circle is for 2023? So this part of the donut is for 2022. This part of the donut is for 2023. So you can see for 2022 we have over 17,000 messages. While for 2023 you have over 13,000 messages. If you notice, once I click, let me go back. So this is for every of the messages. But once I click for 2022, find out that this here will change. So in 2022, we have 121 members in the group chat and 17,000 messages. So, but 2023, we had more, we had 108 members in the group chat and 13,000 messages. So for each part of the you click, everything begins to change. That's the beauty about Power BI. It has its own slider. Unlike I said, I have to have a slider for different thing. So each of these things will be slides on its own. So what again? I've gotten the total user, the user with the highest message. I've gotten the total message by month, total message by year. I want to get the peak time. So the time with the highest number of message. So but to do that, I have to create a new measure and some of the time. So the peak time. So I will name this measure peak time. The peak time, I'll have a distinct count of the time. Hit enter. All right, so I'm looking at the time. Wait, so I want to put this in a tree map. So I'm looking at the time that has the highest number of message. I just found out that I don't need to create a new measure to get the peak time. So I will click on total number of messages against time. Okay, so all the time with the total number of messages they have is um is here. So let me take a look at this. I have the highest the time with the highest messages is 658, 69 messages down to the first 10 55 messages. So I want to filter it because this is a lot of messages. Even those who have 15 messages, I just want to have the time that has the highest number of messages. So 15 is not a high number. So I want to filter it. So I'll go to the total message and I want to say, I just want to see messages that are greater than or equal to 50. Those messages from 50 and above. Apply filter. Great, so I have these guys now. That's awesome. So from this you can see that the time that have the highest number of messages is 658. So meaning that 658 has the highest number of messages is the peak time. So if you want to send a message in this group and you want to be seen by everyone, send it by 658 because within this minute or this time frame is the highest message that is sent across this group. So it's followed by 6:45. So between 6 and 7, actually between 6 and 7 p.m. is when the group is most active. This is the peak time for the group. So this is the so now if you look at this, if I click on this 2022, you find out that in 2022 the month of July has the highest message in 2022, while in 2023 the month of February has the highest message. I belong to this group and I pretty know how the reason why February has the highest message in 2023. Okay, so the next thing, I think that's all the information I wanted to get on this flip chart. So the next thing I do is to just fine tune it and make it look more finer. So I'll go to view and big drop down. So I'll choose any theme that I want. So looking at this theme is okay. I think this is a little bit flashy, so I'll go with this. Okay, I think I like this better. I'll go with this. So that is the end of this. So thank you for your time. Tell me what you think on the group. Tell me what you think on the comment section. If you have any issue doing this, please drop your comment. I'll be dropping the resources I use and also a step-by-step guide on Medium, so I can share the article with you so you can look up at it. If you have any challenge, please let me know. Thank you.